On here.
Hi, I'm Dana. Welcome to Things I've Learned. I am an intuitive healer and a yoga teacher and just one-on-one yoga. And today I would like to talk to you about fear. Fear as fiction in particular. So if we boil fear down to its base part, fear is supposed to keep us safe from something. It comes most likely from our ego. But the problem is that most ego-driven fear is fiction because the ego is mostly insane, right? We are no longer primate beings who are running around hunting and gathering, and we live in societal structure where there are times when that gut feeling that we have to listen to is most important. That is not the fear I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fear of being seen, the fear of getting something wrong, the fear of sharing your truth, the fear of making a decision or making a choice in life that serves you, but other people aren't going to agree with. Those are the fears that I would like to talk about today, because they are, for the most part, completely fictional. We spend a lot of time in culture, and we are, as human beings, in need of community. And at its base, that's wonderful. If we could all fit into a community where everybody just lets everybody be who they are, that would be phenomenal. But unfortunately, that's not how most societies run. And we get conditioned, sometimes firsthand from people saying, you should do this, or sometimes it's a little bit more subtle, where people just reward certain types of behavior or ignore other certain types of behavior. There are many ways that we start to learn what's okay and what's comfortable and what's right in our life and what isn't. And in each and every household that we're raised in, so family of origin, the home that you were raised in, there are these subtle and sometimes not so subtle rules and structure. And a lot of our fear then is based on that structure. So when I work with people, and most importantly what I've done in my own life, is to challenge those fears. For instance, I have a fear of being seen. So starting a YouTube channel in my 50th year of life is terrifying. And I've shared that with my friends and my colleagues, and that's because I refuse to honor that fear, because that fear is fiction. I'm not doing anything outside of the bounds of what I'm supposed to do. I am an intuitive healer, I am a teacher, and I feel so strongly about sharing the things I've learned. And how better to reach more people than give it access to a place like YouTube. And so I'm choosing to walk through that fear. And what I'd like to encourage you to do today, as you listen to this, is think about something in your life that terrifies you. Maybe if you're in college, it's getting a bad grade and then having to go tell your parents about that grade. Maybe if you are in corporate America, it's thinking outside of what everybody else is thinking, or wearing something that doesn't quite fit, or an activity that you do at home, like maybe you play video games to decompress and you're afraid somebody will find out. We all have them, and there's a lot of them. And what I would encourage you to do is kind of search your life for those insidious little fears. And the reason I feel so strongly about talking about them is because they rob us. They rob us of our peace. They rob us of love. And they rob us of the higher vibrational emotions like forgiveness and compassion. When we are living in fear, I'm afraid somebody will find out. I'm afraid of hurting someone's feelings. I am afraid of fill in the blank. We are not living authentically. And when we don't live authentically, we don't have peace. We cannot have inner peace. We cannot do ourselves justice by being able to cultivate self-compassion. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. We are all so far from perfect. But how many times have you berated yourself, either mentally or even verbally out loud, because you did something that was stupid? Or you did something that, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that at the dinner party last night. I can't believe, blah, blah. All of that, false fear, fictional fear. First of all, I'm going to let you know a little secret. Every single person on the planet is as terrified as you are. So for those of you that are like analyzing and overanalyzing the dinner party from last night, don't bother. Because everybody else is doing it too. So there's no reason to be afraid of what you said. Same goes true for, living authentically within your family unit. If you're the sibling that is breaking the mold or being the black sheep because you're choosing to live in your own way, if you have inner peace, if you are coming from love, if you are coming from a place of compassion for everybody and compassion for yourself, and you're not sitting in judgment or shame or anger or self-righteousness, if those are not part of where this is coming from, then you can let those fears go. Let them go. Because they're not serving you. Just like being afraid of a camera isn't serving me. So that's my thought for the day. Please challenge your fictional fears and start to choose health and compassion and forgiveness and self-love. That's all for now.